Good morning, Kris here with the Mind Bloom Exchange, and today we are looking at SOFI. SOFI has made a massive rise on the short-term time frame, but what we're going to do is we are going to go scale out, and hopefully in under 5 minutes or less, we can give you a month down to hopefully 4 hour analysis on what is going on with SOFI. So first and foremost, we are going to get some levels moving and sorted. Levels I can see is $35 possibly on that first run up. So $36 is a potential high that we could possibly see for SOFI. We're going to do one more and we'll do another one as well. SOFI's not in a bad position at the moment. It just looks like it finished its correction and we're out of that corrective state. So we could sort of be looking at some of these levels in the near term future. Now, second thing, after we've done our projections moving up, we are noticing that, so I will show it to you, is that SOFI hit that level of support. So we pushed through here, we touched it, and it looks like we may be driving up to maybe that level there, $20 range, and then from there moving up and onwards. So what do we need to do next, Kris? Well, perfect. The next thing that we need to do, quite simply, is make our Fibonacci resistance zones and support and resistance levels. This allows us to use to buy as well as correlate with what is going on with the market. Just need to move this a little bit down. Perfect. And then lastly, we're going to run a pitchfork tool, which will create parallel channels on the market itself. Then that will allow us to sort of see what is going on with this market here. So we'll probably perfect. Now that we've done the monthly, let's jump over into the weekly. And let's go really zone in on what's going on. It appears that we've corrected, right? We've corrected down into that zone. This is a 61.8 retracement, and we may be creeping our way up to higher levels. So let's figure out what those levels could possibly be for us. First and foremost, let's take our bottom here. First level there is 16.95. It's not a bad level. And then from there, we will go one more level up to 20.97. Perfect. Now that we got that in place, the next thing that we will do, and how far deep can we actually go with SOFI as well? So if it reverses on us for whatever reason, and we seem to be hitting that zone, crappy zone here, then we could see it going down as far as $9.61 if we break this zone here, 13.49. So now we'll do exactly what we did before, drop in our Fibonacci retracement to get us our support resistance levels. Right now you can sort of see how these levels are correlating. And then next thing is we will drop in our pitchfork tool to create more parallel channels in this market so we can sort of see what is going on. Boom, our bottom and our top. Looks good, looks good. Let's jump over into the daily. And it looks like the market is driving up. So yay for you if you're making some money on SOFI right now. Awesome. And then from there, if we made some zones with our daily, well, we already busted through that zone, so that won't make sense. So the next zone that I could sort of see SOFI going to is 16.48. And we will make that zone a little bit less thickness so we could sort of correlate, oh, this is a weekly zone, this is a monthly zone, this is a daily zone. And then once we bust through the 1648, 49 marker, then 1833, then wait, my apologies, and then boom, 2172. So there's tons of movement, tons of growth for SOFI right now. And if we drop down to the 4 hour, why not give more value to you guys and gals and traders? Is currently right now what we're seeing is this: a drive up to this parallel to this median line here. Now we're 1643. That's not a bad level there. Now the question is are we going to correlate and go back down and then further go down? That is one possibility. Are we going to drive up as such? Or another possibility that we do have is we bust through this zone here, we break through it, we retest, and we take off, right? Or the other thing that could happen is we just take off and we blow through this level at 1643, blow through 1689, and then punch out to 1833. So I strongly recommend, and I'm going to do it myself, set an alarm as you do. I like to do once per minute so it grabs my attention. And then right away, we can now see how that market goes. If you were right here, this would have been an awesome entry at 1524. Ride that up to 16s or even hold it overall. But yeah, that is what we're currently seeing with SOFI at the moment. And I will just make this a little bit prettier so you can sort of see the bulls and the bears, of course. And then that's possibly what we may be seeing, or we could see something like that. So we have one possibility, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 possibilities right here that could happen and it could emerge in the next coming weeks, possibly even sooner. So hopefully that gave you a little bit of insight on how to trade SOFI, gave you some levels that you can mark in so that you can get the market to come to you. And if you have any questions, send me a DM or jump over to my profile. Take care, trade smarter, and live better.